All right. This is March what? March 2, March 2nd already? Yeah, so another couple of weeks. Where's everybody going for spring break? You're going to where?
Tanzania. Back to Tanzania.
You're going to Tanzania?
Yeah, back to my...
What school?
IST.
Where's that?
In Dar.
Where?
Dar es Salaam.
Oh, in Dar es Salaam. I may be going to Tanzania. I'm not sure. Do you need yellow fever shots for that?
I don't think so. I took mine a long time ago. You do?
Yeah, I'm trying to find yellow fever injections. Yellow fever vaccine. Yeah.
Across the street from the school they have them.
Next door? Do they really? Wow.
Are you going to visit the school?
We went there last year.
Did you? Just in Seha? Next door?
Yeah.
Really? Really? Oh, cool. Okay.
Are you going to the north or the south of?
The north. There, it's on near the Kenyan border. Moshi. Is that right?
Oh, that's where we went.
Oh, that's where we went.
Are you going to visit the school?
No, I'm just going to hang out and just relax.
It gets cold there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like cold. I don't like mosquitoes. Any malaria there?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have to take prophylactics?
I've never got malaria before.
I had malaria years ago. I don't need it again at my age. I would prefer not to get it if I have the choice. Like if somebody said to me, "Would you like malaria?" I would definitely say no.
I think that choice applies to everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some people live there and they have no choice. But if someone actually said to me, "Would you like malaria?" I would say, I don't think so.
In 6 years, I've been bitten by mosquitoes for some time, but I've never been...
You've never got malaria?
No.
They don't like your blood. Okay, it's not malaria blood. I don't know, maybe that's genetic. I don't know. It's interesting, though. It's very interesting.
I got the dengue ones.
What is it?
I got the dengue ones. But,
Say what?
Dengue.
Dengue fever?
Yeah.
I had a friend. Hi, Leslie. Leslie, I think, had dengue fever. I think it was dengue fever she had. She was not very happy.
There's sickle cell anemia that makes you immune to.
Yeah, that gives you other problems. But anyway, let's begin. Let's begin.
But
Okay.
trade doesn't.
Okay, well, we're going to begin though. Okay, we're not going to talk about malaria anymore. Okay, so what you're going to have to do, this is all multiple choice, and what you're going to have to do is, for instance, let's say they give you a problem like this. So let's say they give you, they'll say to you, A, B, C, or D. I'll give you A and B. They'll say, which substance contains iron 2? Anybody know? Which substance, A or B, contains iron 2? That'll be a problem that they give you. A. No, A is iron 2 because this is minus 2. The negative side is minus 2 because there's only one oxygen there, right? So the left side has to be plus 2. This is going to be minus 6. This is plus 6. So each iron must be plus 3, correct? And each one must be plus 2 here, right? So A would be plus 2. So that'll be a problem that I give you in the on the test, okay? Right here I have the test. I can hardly read it though at this level. Somebody help me out and can you give me a bunch of those books there so I can raise this, please, Mustafa? Mustafa is from Egypt, very helpful, very polite. He's so polite, when he's polite, it's almost, thank you, Mustafa. It's almost like he's not being polite. You know what I mean? He's so polite, sometimes his politeness seems not polite. He's so polite, incredibly polite. Okay. All right. Now, I can read it now. All right, let's see. What do we got? All right. Molecular compounds. What are they generally made of? What elements will make up molecular compounds? What part of the periodic table? If I gave you 4 compounds, and you would have to pick out the molecular one. Let's say we have, I put on the test 4 compounds, okay? A, B, C, or D. And I say this one is MgO, this is Al2O3, this is CO2, and this is BaCl2. Which one is going to be a molecular compound? A, B, C, or D? Anybody?
Whichever one's covalent.
Yes, molecular, very good. Molecular compounds are covalent. So, remember what covalent means. Covalent means a sharing, correct? So if they're covalent, they're going to have to be close to each other on the periodic table. And covalent compounds are mainly rule of thumb as opposed to exceptions. Rule of thumb would be two nonmetals, right? Right? And what would you call two nonmetals, generally with oxygen? What would you call that kind of substance?
An oxide?
An oxide, excellent. A nonmetal oxide, you could call it, right?
Yeah.
But what's a more specific name that we've used many, many times? What are nonmetal oxides generally considered? Acids? No. They make an acid. That's right, they make an acid. In other words, you have diphosphorus pentoxide. Yes, isn't that molecular, right?
Yeah.
Two nonmetals. Diphosphorus trioxide, dinitrogen trioxide, pentanitrogen dioxide. So what do we got? What kind of substances are those? Enzo, do you remember?
Oxide.
I'll give you a hint. Water.
Liquids.
Liquids. No. I like that though. Water, liquids. That would be what I might think of.
Oh, polar compounds.
Polar what?
Polar.
Polar compounds. Well, they're polar. Yeah. Why would some of them be polar? Because their electronegativities are different. Although carbon dioxide, as you know, is linear and it would be nonpolar, but they all have polar bonds. Is that what you meant? Polar bonds, yeah. They all have polar bonds because they have differences in electronegativity, because they're different elements, different electronegativity, different elements. Hydrogen, two bonds. What's the difference between nitrogen atom and a nitrogen molecule?
A nitrogen molecule has two nitrogens and
Right.
nitrogen.
Exactly.
Diatomic?
That's right, they're diatomic, that's right. That's nitrogen molecule, and that's a nitrogen atom, okay? But when I say a nonmetal oxide, what class of substances are they?
A nonmetal oxide.
What is it? What did you say? I can't hear you.
Polyatomic.
Did you say acid anhydride? Absolutely. Very good, Fabiana, very good. Fabiana said it. Acid anhydride. So these are acid anhydrides. Oftentimes the nonmetal oxides are acid anhydrides. You add water and it makes an acid. Yeah? Easy? Like when we get rid of carbon dioxide, what's the mechanism? You produce carbon dioxide through respiration, right, in the cells, right? I don't know a lot of biology, so you got to help me out there, right? So how does the carbon dioxide get out of your system? It doesn't like bubble out and bubble through your blood and then bubble out and bubble, bubble, bubble. No, not bubbles! How does it get out of your system? It gets out of your system in the acidic form. Either like this, it's like this. It's kind of like an acid, isn't it? Isn't that like a little bit like an acid? The bicarbonate ion, yeah? Because in the blood, you get this, right? When you have, in the blood, you have this. Right? And you could have this. Right? That's how it gets out of your blood. See? That's how it gets out of your body. The last unit we do is on buffers. Excellent stuff. Really excellent. It's really the first true chemistry unit we're going to do. It'll be the last unit. Buffers. We're actually going to do buffers. And a buffer is generally considered to be either a weak acid can be a buffer or the salt of a weak acid. How many people have ever heard of you have acid indigestion and you take sodium bicarbonate
Yeah.
or sodium carbonate,
Yeah.
sodium bicarbonate,
So he drinks
bicarbonate, that's bicarbonate.
7 Up. So that's why you drink 7 Up when you're stomach.
Yeah, that'll settle your stomach. Any kind of the soda. It'll also make it a little bit acidic depending upon your stomach, but it can, in theory, absolutely make your stomach less acidic, you know, a little lower the acidic nature of your stomach. So that'll be one of the things we do. So that'll be something we have to do where I'm going to give you a series of compounds and you're going to have to tell me what it is, right? All right, also you're going to have to be able to name compounds correctly. If I give you a compound such as this. And you'll have to use the Roman system. So you're going to want to review that video. And what I'll do is I'll make a playlist on my chemistry site, the YouTube site, with good YouTubes to look at. I won't put them all there, but I'll pick the best ones that I think will help you. But if I give you a substance such as what's that? So you're going to have to name that substance. What's that substance?
CO4.
Now, I'll give you a hint. Cobalt is transition metal. So you have to use what system to name that? You see that? You got to use a stock system, right? Yeah, you got to use a stock system, right? What's the name of it? This is obviously what is this?
Carbonate pyrophosphate.
No, this is C(O). That'll be cobalt. Very good.
Cobalt pyrophosphate.
That's very good. Cobalt pyrophosphate, but that's not the final answer.
Cobalt 3.
Oh, what did you say?
Cobalt 3.
Ishmael from the UAE. 5 points for the UAE team. Excellent. Cobalt 3 pyrophosphate.
4.
Excellent. No, cobalt 3 pyrophosphate. Because this is going to be what? 12, right? This will be plus 12, right? How many cobalts are contributing to that charge? 4. So what must each cobalt be? It must be plus 3, right? So it's well done. UAE team is on the board. Okay? All right, excellent. Now, have you picked a team? England or France, Enzo?
I'll go for England.
You're gonna do the English thing. Excellent. I like that. That was a very good decision. He's very confident in the decision. He said it right away. I like that. Confidence, okay? Let's see if England can get on the board. All right, let's see. You're gonna have to do some quickies, such as, do this right now. Tell me the molar mass of that. I like to say, just what's the atomic weight? But the book will say, what is the molar mass? Okay? What is the molar mass? I just like to say, what's the atomic mass, or, what's the mass of 1 mole of this substance? Don't go crazy. We know what we're saying. But the book will say molar mass. They're working very hard at this. I like this. So I'll talk a little bit to the camera while maybe England can get on the team. Okay, we have an England-Spain connection working on that one problem. I like that. So you're going to have to know a lot of these problems. You're going to have to be able to tell me. Also, guys, I want to know if I have 2.3 moles of that. I want to know just the molar mass. Yes? I want to know the mass of 2.3 moles, and I want to know the number of particles of 2.3 moles. All right, so the first thing is A. I want molar mass. B. I want to know the mass, 2.3 moles. And C. I want to know the number of particles of 2.3 moles. All right? Do we have a molar mass yet?
Yeah, we have a molar mass.
Oh my God. The England-Spain team has a molar mass. What do we got? What do we got?
408.
408?
Yes.
Do we have any 408 grams, molar mass? So do we have any verifications on that?
We have the number of particles as well.
These guys are, I'm telling you, the England-Spain team, I don't know. This is like the 14th century all over again, man. I'll tell you. What do we got?
For the number of particles.
We got, this is going to be 408 grams. What's 2.3 times that? So it'll be 800, 900, 20. What do we got?
909.84.
909. Can we say 909 or 910?
910 because
Yeah, 910.
84.
910 grams.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about the number of particles in 2.3? So it'd be 6.02 times 2.3. What do we got?
13.84 times 10 to the power
13.8.
Yeah.
Can we just say 13.8? Is that all right? Times 10 to the
23rd.
23rd. I'm telling you, the England-Spain team, I am impressed. I am impressed, man. I like it. They should do tandem things in the Olympics, don't you think? You know, like the Americans and Paraguay or something, you know, and Spain and Lithuania, all right? And we'll do England and Djibouti, okay? They should do like a lottery where they team up. Wouldn't that be cool?
Most Olympic sports are individuals.
I know, but that's boring. I'm tired of that, you know. I've seen a lot of them in my days. The first Olympics I saw on TV, it looked like it was being shot through a tub of Vaseline because the television wasn't that clear. It was the 1964 Olympics. I don't even know where that was.
I think it was here.
Was 68 in Mexico City? Look that up. Where was the Rome? Was it Rome or was that 60? Where was the 1960, 64, and 68 Olympics held? Look that up. Somebody look that up. 60, 64, and 68. I think 68 was in Mexico City. 72 was Munich. 76 was Montreal. 80 was Moscow, right? I think that's right. 84 was LA. 88 was Seoul. And I think that's all I remember.
92 Barcelona.
92 Barcelona. Barcelona, muy bien.
1964.
Barcelona.
1964 was Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, 64 was Tokyo. Okay. Yeah, it was on probably
And,
time.
1960 was Italy, Rome.
Yeah, 60 was Rome. Very good. Very good. I think that's where Muhammad Ali won gold. I think it was
Yeah,
Rome.
it
Was that Rome?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he threw his medal in the river.
Threw his medal in the river. Yeah. I heard that. Was that a legend or on the movie or something? Anyway, 68 was Mexico City, right? Yeah. We got a Mexican here, so we know that for sure. Excellent. You know, there's a Mexican, you know, there's always a Mexican around. I love that. Okay? Yeah.
What
All
the
right.
fuck? I play me, huh?
The 408
Yeah,
grams might be
Mexico.
What is it?
408 grams might be wrong.
Is the 408 grams wrong?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
758.
So, what's the mass, let's do this separately. What's the mass of cobalt?
That's 59.
50, what is it?
59 but times 4, so that makes it 236.
236 just for the cobalt?
Yeah.
Is that right? So what is
6.
6 times 31?
186.
186?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is 21 times 16?
336.
336?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got that? So that's going to be 8. So what's that value?
758.
Yeah.
758? All right, 750. We have a wrong here. Okay.
It's not corrected.
All right. All right, it's okay. You know, 758? Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, you learn from your mistakes. That's okay. We still like the Italy-Spain team.
Italy.
Okay.
England.
Sorry, the Spain-England team. Sorry, my apologies. Okay. So what do we got then? So this is 758?
Yeah.
All right, so what's 2.3 times 758?
The last Spain-England team discovered America.
It's 1,700.
The particles are like.
What is 2.3 times 7?
1,743.4.
All right, you want to give me that slowly?
1,743.4. 43.4.
And what would be the number of molecules? 2.3.
2.06, that's,
That was right. 13.
that's 13 point something.
Yeah.
Saying that one's right,
That
right?
was right.
13.8
13.8,
times 10 to the 23rd.
and that's going to be what?
1.38 times 10 to the 24th.
All right? Yes? Or 1.38 times 10 to the 24. I like that. And you know what? We made an error and we made the correction. And through that process, I think everybody learned something. I like that. Out of the confusion comes knowledge. Can you look that up? Who said that? Put that in your calculator. Put that in your thing. Out of the confusion comes knowledge. I use it all the time, and it's a Greek thing, I think.
Socrates?
Socrates.
Socrates.
Socrates. All right, here's one. Here's one. Let's find. I've got a substance that's 40%. I've got a substance that's 40% sulfur and 60% oxygen. 40% sulfur and 60% oxygen. All right. What's going to be the empirical formula of that? 40% sulfur and 60% oxygen. Do you remember how to do that? Do you remember how to do that? This is an easy one because you can say that it's 40 grams and 60 grams, right? Right? So 40 grams. What do you have to do to the grams? 40 grams sulfur and 60 grams oxygen. What do you have to do? The first thing you have to do when you're writing an empirical formula, what's the first thing you have to do? You have to think what? Think what's in the garden that you don't like that burrows in your garden.
Moles.
Moles. You got to go moles. Enzo, do you got it?
There isn't a quote for who stuff like that.
Repeat it, sir.
Out of the confusion comes knowledge. I always say that. I thought it was a Greek guy. Maybe it was maybe I just made that up. I don't know.
No one said this.
No one said it?
Yeah, no one said it.
Out of the confusion comes knowledge. I think.
Ash, but I'll need to.
All right, whatever. We looked it up. We tried it. Matt, we're doing
You
one
mean
more.
Truth comes out of error more readily than out of confusion.
What is it?
Truth comes out of error more readily than out
Who
of
said that?
confusion. I think it's Sir Francis.
Sir Francis what?
Sir Francis something. Wait, let me.
Sir Francis something.
Out of chaos.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. What do we got, Matt? Say it again.
Out of chaos comes understanding.
Out of chaos comes understanding. I like that.
That's a different code.
Yeah, but I think that was where mine mutated from. Who said that?
Plato, Socrates, someone Greek, I think.
I have no clue.
No clue. All right. All right, that's all right. We're getting there. Okay, so so you want to convert to moles, right? So what is 40 divided by 32? Give me a number. Give me a number. Go out like 3 places.
30 divided by 32.
40 divided by 32. Did I say 30 divided by 32? 40 divided by 32. Give me hundredths place. Yeah.
There isn't any, it's just 1.25.
1.25.
1.25? Okay. 1.25. And give me 60 divided by 16.
That's 3.75.
And that's sulfur. And what'd you say?
3.75.
3.75 moles of oxygen.
Sir,
Yes.
it was Friedrich Nietzsche.
Who?
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Nietzsche?
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Okay. Well, we'll look at that later. Okay, what did we say? What did we say?
3.75.
3.75 moles of oxygen. Okay. So what do you have to do now?
Bigger with more.
Which is larger, obviously, 3.75. So what's 3.75 divided by 1.25? 3.75 divided by 1.25 equals what?
3.
3. So that'll be 3 to 1, right? And this is oxygen, right? This is sulfur. So what's the empirical formula going to be? It's going to be 3 to 1 oxygen to sulfur. It's an easy one. SO3. So the answer is SO3. Does that come up on the camera?
Sulfur trioxide.
Sulfur trioxide, exactly.
No.
It doesn't come up on the camera?
Like half of it,
Let's see.
I think. Oh, yeah, it does.
No, it does. It does. All right, are we cool or what? All right, let's quit. What I'll do next period, I'll continue this and I'll have the test in front of me. Okay, so this will be, I call it, you know what I call this unit? I call it the middle unit. I call it the middle unit. It's very important.
So why did they call it sulfur trioxide then? Isn't it sulfite?
Sulfur trioxide. Why did I say sulfur trioxide?
Yeah, no, they call it sulfite.
No. It's not a polyatomic ion. It's not a polyatomic ion. And it's two nonmetals. What naming system do you use for two nonmetals?
Compound naming system.
Two nonmetals, you use the Greek prefix system, right? You don't use mono for the one on the left. You use it for the one on the right, like carbon monoxide, CO. So this would be sulfur trioxide. Very good, okay? So this is the middle unit test review, part 1. Clear? Are we all right on that? Don't forget your test is going to be on what date?
Tuesday.
No.
Wednesday the 12th.
It'll be on
Oh, yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday the 12th. We're off.
Monday to
It's a Monday.
Are you
No,
sure?
Wednesday.